So let's just see how we can insert one new node in our binary search tree. So if we wanted to insert one new node in our binary search tree, we cannot just randomly put at any location. We have to put that value in its correct position so that the BST property is maintained. So as per the BST property, the left child should be lesser than the root and the right child should be greater than the root. So here in this case, if we wanted to insert the value 10, we have to place it in its correct position so that this BST property is maintained. The left child should be smaller than the root and the right child should be larger than the root. So here is the function to insert one new node into our binary search tree. So the function takes the root node of the tree and it takes the key that we wanted to insert into our tree. So first of all, we're gonna check if the root is null. That means if the tree is empty, so in that case we're gonna simply create one new node with that key and we're gonna return that node. Otherwise, we have to check if the key is lesser than the root data, then we have to recursively insert in the left subtree. Otherwise, if the key is larger than the root data, in that case we have to recursively insert in the right subtree. Now after end of this process, we are just gonna simply return the root of this modified tree. So let's just try to understand this with one example. So suppose we wanted to insert the values 5, 2, 8, 7, 1 and 3. So we have to insert these values in the binary search tree such a way that this BST property is maintained. So first of all, we have to insert the key 5 into our tree. So because currently the tree is empty, so that means we are just gonna simply create one new node with that key. So we're gonna simply create one new node with the key and we're gonna return that. So next we have to insert the key 2. So because the key is lesser than the root data 5, so that's why the 2 will be inserted in the left subtree. So next we have the key 8. So because 8 is larger than the root data 5, so that means 8 will be inserted in the right subtree. So next we have to insert the key 7. So first of all, it will be compared with 5. So because 7 is greater than 5, so that means it will go on the right side. And again it will be compared with 8. So because 7 is lesser than 8, so it will be the left child. And this is the correct position for the node 7. Next we have 1. So again we have to compare 1 with the 5. So because 1 is lesser than 5, so it will go on the left side. Again 1 will be compared with 2. So because 1 is lesser than 2, so it will be the left child. And this will be the correct position for the key 1. Next we have the key 3. So 3 also will be compared similar way. So because 3 is less than 5, so it will go on the left side. Then it will be compared with 2. So because 3 is larger than 2, so it will be placed on the right side. So this will be the correct position for the key 3. And our binary search tree is ready. So if we compare, you can see the left child is smaller than the root and the right child is larger than the root. And the same thing applies for all the nodes of the tree. So here you can see, first of all, this is the node structure and this is to create one new node, and here is the function to insert one new node in our tree, and this is to perform the in-order traversal. Now inside the main method, first of all we have created one root which is null. So initially our tree was null, then we have started inserting these values one by one. So first of all we have inserted 5, then 2, 8, 7, 1 and 3. Now after the insertion, this is how our tree will look like. So if we print the in-order traversal of our tree, you can see all the values are sorted. Because the in-order traversal is sorted, that means this is one binary search tree and we have correctly inserted all the values in our tree. So hope you understand how we can insert values into our binary search tree. Hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.